Anything you ask, I'll answer as honestly as I can. I'm an open book, requiring only your gentle hands to turn my pages. There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure. No matter. After all, a bond like ours hardly...
Help us. At least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
You want to let those thugs get away with this?
Those thugs work for the guild. They can get away with whatever they like.
Please, in the name of the crying one, have mercy.
Why don't you take your complaints to them?
Ready by the door. Give them a piece of your mind. Pieces of your body will be washing up in Grey Harbour tomorrow.
I know, sweetie. But we'll be safe in the wilds.
The wilds? You throw a fit when there's no hot water. We loved Father Lord. We would never hurt him. We had nothing to do with his death. We swear it. It's a racket, is what it is.
He was a better person.
And for what? You didn't even fight back.
I tried.
Our readers will be outraged. If you won't help us, at least let the children in.
You'll see.
You want to let those thugs get away with this?
Sneak into the circus!
Thugs works for the guild. They can get away with whatever they like. You want to see what is the ground, don't you?
It won't. Soon the boss.
Then let's go inside. Don't be scared.
How many red hands are in?
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is. Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji.
Meat!
Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No like.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Well, it's about time. I told Lucretius forever ago that we needed some more razzmatazz on the big stage, you know? Glad she listened. Welcome to the circus. A motley crew of misfits and morons. We're happy to have you.
That's not enough to organize the party.
Near chomping at the bit. What's the plan?
Ooh, a circus! Oh, I felt the raucous revelry, the goofs and the guffaw.
Approach! Ugly one! Ugly! Hideous! Vile! You are fortunate to have found me, freakish one. Behold! Akabi's Wheel of Wonders! Spin! To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. Akabi has traveled across the plains, burning and conquering all. Win the spoils of such conquest. Or, if luck smiles upon you, win the grand prize, the jackpot. No more questions. Spin or don't. Let us see if you have luck's favor. Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. Yes! Drown me in coin. And perhaps you... Alas! No, Jack. You are welcome. Approach! Ugly one. Yes! Behold! Spin! To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination. And make your miserable life more better. I can't... Or, if luck, let us see if you have luck's favor. Alas! No jackpot for you,
Don't touch me.
Approach! Ugly one! Behold! Spin! To win, let us...
You notice a glint in Akabi's beard. As it glows, the wheel moves away from the jackpot. He is cheating.
Alas! No jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. You would accuse me, Akabi, destroyer of planes, of cheating. I am, however, feeling gracious. So I will forget this and allow you to spin again. Or I can turn you into something vile. Choose! Behold! My fury! Win prizes! Found only in the most exotic of blades!
Keep your distance now.
This city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here until now. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Thoroughly magical. Let's have at it.
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. I see you. I see see the bond between you. So tender. So fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Gale, the learned wizard, the charming gentleman, the walking apocalypse. Listen, think. If the wizard were given the choice, what food would he be?
Ah, the fruit of scholars. How I long to have a troop of loyal students grace me with apples by the orchardful in exchange for wisdoms imparted. Ah.
Hear how your bond thrums with pleasure. Strong, vital, pulsing with affection. The heart is fraught, so let us turn to the joyous. When is Gale happiest?
Bravo. That is indeed where my mind wanders to, when times are hard.
The sweetest loves dance lightly on the tongue, but now we must dig deeper, into the most painful reaches of the spirit. We often gaze through a veil of roses, but love accepts both the petal and the thorn. Gale, what is his greatest flaw?
Hearing it said out loud. Yes, I fear it is true. Fate seems determined to make a sacrifice of me. But perhaps fate can yet be defied. A perfect score. Seems you know me better than I know myself.
How close you are. Two hearts beating a perfect rhythm. But I know the truth. Only one face haunts your dreams each night. Close your eyes, sweetness, and she will come to you.
Still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. Oh, your bond will not save you. He will wrap its cord around your neck and make you swing from it. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me.
What does she want?
How delicious. No time to rest.
You realize she is miming putting on face paints. She has them to sell.
Prizes found only in the most exotic of planes. Come, mortals, and try your luck. The wheel wonders. Doth you worthy? Come, see.
Never a dull moment.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? I'm all pointy ears, my love. How could I say no? I do rather like that, you know.
Whatever you need, you only have to ask. There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
What a day.
What to do?
Prizes found only in the most exotic.
Viola Silvertongue at your service, or I will be, once my set is done.
You call that a posé? Again. Ah! Lucille! It's posé, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, You have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. Ah! And Boris, put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. Interrupting a massacre? Merkel, help me! These three make the art of dance look like a ritual sacrifice. Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally, I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage, but these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling. Get it right this time, or I'll resurrect someone who can! You call that a pose? Again! Oh, that's it! Make love to the air, skellies!
Tempers are rising.
Invisibility.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
I think he looks fine.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why?
There's a pickpocket operating nearby. You feel the arrow of suspicion pointing your way. You'll walk free for now.
Did you hear about the Scarecrow? He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Wahey! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go.
Aww.
if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be?
The hair on the back of your...
You, my special assistant. Come on up. A round of applause for the stalwart heart. Did you hear about the Scarecrow who lost a fight? He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Wahey! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be? Who?
The hair on the back of your neck raises as a shiver passes through you.
You, my special assistant. Come on up. A round of applause for the stalwart heart. Now, I always tell children that they're special, that each and every one of them is unique. Tell me, what makes you special? Boring! Boring! Anyone can do that. You, my friend, are the most special person in the circus, in all of Baldur's Gate. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute. To bleed? Is this their part of the show? Praise the Absolute. Here comes the punch!
What path lies before me?
always knew I'd die at a circus.
This will do nicely. ahead.
A doppelganger? I'm all for believing people can change, but that's ridiculous.
Best keep your hands to yourself. Not for communal use.
Oh, a little respite does wonders. Anything I can do for you, consider.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
The cat peers back. You read something in its eyes. Doubt. Resignation, perhaps.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? Can we? I suppose we can. How could I say no? I do rather like that, you know.
You truly are a feast for my eyes. Nature outdid itself with you. Did you wish to speak? Nature has been most kind to let me share in your heart. What do you need? Come here to me. Was there something else you wanted, my heart? This place is not for me, perhaps.
Coming to this plane was a mistake. Dribbles. Why do you have to go missing now of all time?
Win prizes! Found only in
When did you realize the Redcaps had escaped?
Pyramidius, one of our red-cap cleaners, alerted me. They would go well.
Armor, Blaze, the Rivington General.
Good job.
My dad said I'm not allowed. They leave you decent enough, though. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Yeah, well, this time they won't.
I know.
But we'll be safe in the wild.
That'll make a great headline.
Stand ready for examination. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert scribe. It has heard it knows the call the Watchers speak.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Your peaceful surrender. Halt.
The parasite reels in your skull. Something within the Steel Watcher tugs at your mind.
Your trial is complete, villain. And the sentence is...
This is front page material.
Thou hast returned.
That'll make a great headline.
State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes Eyes open, body still. Upstanding citizens have...
Behind your path, it has heard it know the Watchers.
You are... Your...
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Thou hast returned. Mine own disappointment knows not. Thou didst...
What now?
Can't give up now. That's a friendly-looking shadow. Oh, my hand slipped. Choose.
Are they going to arrest us?
Rehearse this one more time. Say I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
Lord Gortash has been expecting your arrival. Please hold a moment.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorn. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Trouble to get inside. And now Gortash invites us to see him.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Watch your back.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
Still alive, so that's progress.
I spoke to a witness. Entered the
We've
house
been saying that for
before
ages,
the
and we're still
fire
here.
started.
What are they waiting for?
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience.
Hells! Not this again!
Is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
Thea? He wasn't even hurt.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
Who says you entered the house before the fire started?
We're still here. What are they waiting for?
24 more fists for the cost of that thing.
Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord is expecting you. Please.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
Still be stuck in the hell if it weren't for him. Have you seen the tieflings at the Southgate? L2L's exiles, cast out by their own city.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear?
Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit.
Like every last patriarch of this wretched city.
Whatever you need, you only have to ask. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Balduran? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Gortash hasn't... To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. That's the spirit.
Lady Alia says the Absolute's army won't be causing trouble for Gortash. Or for us. I'm not sure I believe her. Does it really matter? Meaning that in the games of generals and dukes, we're not even pawns, just dust on the board. What happens next is out of our hands. Ravengard's a hero. Elturel would still be stuck in the hells if it weren't for him. Have you seen the tieflings at the Southgate? Elturel's exiles, cast out by their own city. Your precious hero liberated them from one hell only to trap them in another. Shut your mouth! Ravengard is a legend. Ravengard is a charlatan, like every last patriarch of this wretched city. Gortash has Ravengard on his side. That should tell you something. What? That every duke's just the same as the last, sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us. Gods, it must be exhausting to be so cynical. Not as exhausting as all that boot kissing you've been doing. Alia says the Absolute's army won't be causing trouble for Gortash. Or for us. I'm not sure I believe her. But does it really matter? Meaning? Meaning that in the games of generals and dukes, we're not even pawns, just dust on the board. What happens next is out of our hands. Ravengard's a hero. Elturel would still be stuck in the Helms if it weren't for him. Have you seen the Tieflings at the Southgate? Elturel's exiles, cast out by their own city. Your precious hero liberated them from one hell only to trap them in another. Shut your mouth! Ravengard is a legend. Ravengard is a charlatan, like every last patriarch of this wretched city. Gortash has Ravengard on his side. That should tell you something. What? Every duke's just the same as the last, sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us. Gods, it must be exhausting to be so cynical. Not as exhausting as all that boot kissing you've been doing. Lady Alia says the Absolute's army won't be causing trouble for Gortash. Or for us. I'm not sure I believe her. But does it really matter? Meaning? Meaning that in the games of generals and dukes, we're not even pawns, just dust on the board. What happens next is out of our hands. Ravengard's a hero. Elturel would still be stuck in the Helms if it weren't for him. Have you seen the tieflings at the Southgate? Elturel's exiles, cast out by their own city. Your precious hero liberated them from one hell only to trap them in another. Shut your mouth! Ravengard is a legend. Ravengard is a charlatan, like every last patriarch of this wretched city. Gortash has Ravengard on his side. That should tell you something. What? Every duke's just the same as the last, sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us. Gods, it must be exhausting to be so cynical. Not as exhausting as all that boot kissing you've been doing. Lady Alia says the Absolute's army won't be causing trouble for Gortash. Or for us. I'm not sure I believe her. But does it really matter? Meaning? Meaning that in the games of generals and dukes, we're not even pawns, just dust on the board. What happens next is out of our hands. Ravengard's a hero. Elturel would still be stuck in the Helms if it weren't for him. Have you seen the tieflings at the Southgate? Elturel's exiles, cast out by their own city. Your precious hero liberated them from one hell only to trap them in another. Shut your mouth! Ravengard is a legend. Ravengard is a charlatan, like every last patriarch of this wretched city. Gortash has Ravengard on his side. That should tell you something. What? Every duke's just the same as the last, sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us.
Gods, it must be exhausting to be so cynical.
Not as exhausting as all that boot kissing you've been doing.
Lady Alia says the Absolute's army won't be causing trouble for Bortash. Or for us.
I'm not sure I believe her. But does it really matter?
Meaning?
Meaning that in the games of generals and dukes, we're not even pawns, just dust on the board. What happens next is out of our hands.
Ravengard's a hero. Elturel would still be stuck in the hells if it weren't for him.
Have you seen the tieflings at the South Gate? Elturel's exiles, cast out by their own city. Your precious hero liberated them from one hell only to trap them in another.
Shut your mouth! Ravengard is a legend.
Ravengard is a charlatan, like every last patriarch of this wretched city.
Gortash has Ravengard on his side. That should tell you something.
What? Every duke's just the same as the last, sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us.
Gods, it must be exhausting to be so cynical.
Not as exhausting as all that boot kissing you've been doing.
Lady Alia says the Absolute's army won't be causing trouble for Bortash. Or for us.
I'm not sure I believe her. But does it really matter?
Meaning?
Meaning that in the games of generals and dukes, we're not even pawns, just dust on the board. What happens next is out of our hands.
Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit. A fate to remember, I guarantee.
Ravengard's a hero. Elturel would still be stuck in the hells if it weren't for him.
Have you seen the tieflings at the South Gate? Elturel's exiles, cast out by their own city. Your precious
All right.
hero liberated
What now?
them from one hell only to trap them in another.
your mouth. Ravengard is a legend.
Ravengard is a charlatan, like every last patriarch.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, but a moment. The Blade of Frontiers graces our halls. He's wearing his devilish best.
My father. He's here.
My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs. For the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The Quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know. She's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my Steel Watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun. Let me demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
An imposter? But who in the hells?
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Our tyranny. And we are saviors, defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. Powerful connections let's leave it at that. Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
Don't. You will only invite his ire and your own death.
Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed. Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done, and do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning.
Your first act as Archduke, truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn. What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite the final spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest of goods.
No. This isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said,
Baldur's Gate will ascend. Torill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Illithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Raven Guard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace. The true Raven Guard lurks somewhere in this infected mind, seeking freedom, seeking victory.
Have we finished then? Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Florrick chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
The Duke wants to keep Florrick's location a secret. Little does he know that you've already found and freed her.
Enemies? What do you mean?
Traitors, Portier. Any who dare speak ill.
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words. Like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge. I met her twice. The first, a stroke victim. Whatever you believe about Stelmane, my father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. It's said that, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my... The people will see a curiosity. Maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. An excellent choice, if I say so myself. Are you sure? The blade and just when things were warming...
Keinyak, your deception ends now. I shall cleave the truth from you like flesh from a doer.
Help me! She's gone mad! I just came to get warm. I like it here with you, and...
I saw her. She slipped into camp in the form of a woman and shifted into this abomination. She tried to silence me and hide her deception.
I didn't do anything!
With pleasure. Say your farewells, Nivukrim. Blood and tears taste so sweet together. Ambrosia fit for Baal himself.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you seek? You keep such silly little lambs in your flock, so easily slaughtered. Not like your green-gourd friend. She loves the taste of blood too much. Gortash, the little Lord of Darkness. I know him well. Yes, and he knows me. Knows how my blades sculpt and carve this city. I could peel a fine pelt from the mutt I caught sniffing at your heels. Drag skin from flesh, from bone. I will not slice. Her kind die too easily. The Murder Lord demands a better offering. Something new. Sticky, sweet, and delicious. He wants you. Kethric's killer turned the corpse lover to carrion when you took his stone. Oh, but he was a dull kill. No blood to spill, no guts to rip. A desiccated husk, all dust and hollow. You must be sharpened before you set your edge against my skin. Against the tyrant's throat, of course.
You've heard Gortash's whispers. I see how your skull swarms with his promises. He whinges and wails over the crown of Karsus, wanting to command it without me. Oh, how I long to slit his poxy smile from ear to ear. But I can't touch him. He bound my blade when we first conspired. Gortash didn't want me at first. Didn't trust me. Got me to wag my tongue, swear an oath never to hang him from the hooks. Drip drain him into father's open jaws. You must kill the tyrant. Take the Netherstone from his corpse and bring it to my temple.
There we slice and shred each other. The survivor claims the stones. What's left of the other is Baal's. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy Baal's doctrine. So will your friend.
Orin demands a fight to the death. The prize for the victor, the Netherstones, and the chance to control the crown alone. Accept, and you must kill Gortash. Refuse, and your companion's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
Promise of slaughter, of pain and humiliation, and the sound of blood drip dropping into the gutter. Do not underestimate his steel watch. Seek their cradle in the lower city and skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. Then you can gore the lordling again and again and again. But listen close, Bone Killer. Step in my domain while the tyrant still sucks air, and I will carve your failure into your pretty plaything's skull. Bring me his stone, and I will set the bait free. Only then can you and I make exquisite butchery. The victor will set the world to slaughter. That is Baal's offer. He will not make another.
child deserved better.
The corpse regards you lifelessly. The corpse doesn't speak.
And you... a cook. Like... Mummy.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Bloody shape-shifting freak! No one takes my Githyanki and gets away with it!
Lae'zel was a formidable addition to our party. Our odds without her are diminished. We should consider Orin's terms carefully, however distasteful we may find them. My time is yours. What do you need?
Will Orin truly free Lae'zel if we slay Gortash? I'm not so sure. A rescue may be in order. I thought we would be able to help her. I thought we would be able to keep her safe. No matter how long I live, I will never get used to the cruelties that infest our world. That such evil is allowed to breathe the same air as us is an abomination. There must be no more Yennefer.
You almost pity Orin, taking Lae'zel like that. Give her half a chance, and she'll rip out the shapeshifter's spine.
Incredible. To hear my but there's still a... I won't let the Absolute keep him.
What's on your mind? He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe, and he paid me well. Well enough to move my folks into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him. Trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. 1 minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Next, we identify all enemies within our walls. They will be imprisoned until they prove loyal.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Enemies within? What do you mean?
Traitors, any who dare speak ill.
What good is that?
The rain is breaking free.
I'll know it when I see it.
You haven't even gone inside yet.
I am not going inside.
Brothel? Pleasure house?
I won't let anything happen.
Look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room. Slow down, sweetie. Take a deep breath for me, yeah?
Seems like a lot.
Do you not wish to pleasure your fine maiden? To feel her finger?
Hello? Hi! Over here! Me!
Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents.
Put him up! Put him up! Wait! I wasn't really gonna fight you. I was just trying something out. My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Right, it won't hurt.
Ahoy, stranger! Thanks for stopping by Calm's Garms. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for? Ugh. If it's empty patty you want, get your clothes from my brother Figaro. But if it's genuine quality and genuine taste you're after, Calm's Garms has you covered. Sounds good.
Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember?
Still here.
Oh, stranger.
Keep a blade close. Looking ahead.
You're making me feel really needy. How about now? You want to talk now?
Someone there? Like a wraith.
Hello? Want to talk? I love to talk.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Parents, remember?
You're making me feel really needy.
How else was I supposed to see their optics?
You told me the armor was
Repairs and alterations available. Note, clothing from Facemaker Fashion is not accepted. I don't have time for hopeless garments.
my mother and father.
Hello? Want to talk? I love to talk. Hi. Still here. Still have things to say.
Remember.
You're making me feel really needy.
Even after everything.
Well, hello. Looking perfect as always, I assume. Yes. Still nothing. Yes. Still nothing. Looking perfect as always, I assume.
Looks great. Feels like him.
You told me the armor was a bargain.
It was! Look at our race taking charge of
If it'll make you feel
I got it.
then fine.
Thanks.
15 low cities.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Set your worries at
I
ease.
won't let
Exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room. Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
So loud. Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his...
I found so many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
How's an adventurer supposed to do a damn job around here?
You'd think a bunch of marbles would be happy to see a trader. Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. So did I. God of the oppressed, my eye.
we should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us, so he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
Fine. You owe your wretched life to my friend. Now tell me what I need to know.
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. Hidden from us all. Do you really think you can stop him?
I'm the only one who can. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I don't need to fear him anymore. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. You sound surprised. I am capable of doing the right thing from time to time. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this. Then you'll help me in this. Nothing would make me happier. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
God of the oppressed. You've been spotted fiddling with that lock. Best fiddle with something else.
Me for a member of Star?
I'd probably...
Great! We can bunk with 10 other people.
Moving in.
Up on the hill.
Uh-huh.
They attacked a child. They let in another horde of refugees this morning.
What's the rush, sir? Can't we stay here for a bit?
I've barely enough coverage left to eat.
What do you remember?
I cooked my ring.
What about dribbles?
Warning your white ring is the more angry.
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
Will we be safe in the wilds?
Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those much appreciated.
You haven't even gone inside yet.
I'll know it when I see it.
Let's just stick to the list.
The Absolute's armies lay siege. They won't.
He looks the exact same as he did 10 years ago. Fancy a coat, I suppose. The Archduke of Baldur's Gate. What a sham. You don't really intend to be his ally, do you? Fair enough. Now that he's within reach, I don't intend to let him slip away.
Gosh, you're beautiful. I'm all pointy ears, my love. How could I say no? Delicious.
You truly are a feast for my eyes. Nature outdid itself with you. Did you wish to speak? No hardship from me. Far from it. Was there something else you wanted, my heart?
Dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.